JIN proud. Jungkook BTS appears at the biggest Calvin Klein fashion show in America. The thunder of applause echoed through the elite crowd of the global fashion industry as one name captured the attention of the entire room: Jungkook of BTS. However, beyond the camera flashes and the dazzling gleam of the Calvin Klein stage, the most heart-stirring response came from the eldest BTS member, JIN. With meaningful words and an expression that couldn't be concealed, JIN revealed deep pride in his group, mate's extraordinary achievement. But what is the true meaning of this pride? Is it simply an ordinary form of support, or is something more significant happening behind America's glamorous stage? Jungkook's participation in the Calvin Klein fashion show, described as the largest and most prestigious event in the brand's history, marks a crucial milestone for K-pop representation in the international fashion realm. Jungkook was not merely present as an honored guest, but took center stage, blending the calm of an artist with the charisma of a global star. Amid an atmosphere brimming with celebrities, top designers, and world-class influencers, Jungkook stood as an unshakable Asian icon. Yet, JIN's response that arrived shortly after the event became the new focal point of discussion. Through a simple yet meaningful post in the official fan community, JIN wrote words that sparked emotional interpretation among ARMY. "I watched it from here. Amazing. I'm proud." Just 3 sentences, yet enough to shake online discussion forums and stir deep emotion in fans who have long awaited a moment of renewed togetherness among BTS members. JIN, who is currently fulfilling his military service, is known to have very limited public activity. However, his attention to and involvement in his members' development remains intense, evidenced by how he monitors his group, mates' activities from afar. In this context, his statement of pride in Jungkook is not merely ordinary support, but a reflection of a deep emotional bond, as well as an explicit acknowledgement that one member's success is a collective pride of BTS. Jungkook's appearance in the Calvin Klein fashion show is seen not only as a personal achievement, but also as an extension of the values BTS has built over the years: hard work, consistency, and positive representation of Korean culture in the world. As Jungkook stepped onto the runway with electrifying confidence, he carried not only the name Calvin Klein, but also the identity of BTS, South Korea, and the hopes of millions of fans. Some pop culture analysts even called Jungkook's appearance a powerful, soft power diplomacy moment, where the presence of a Korean artist in prestigious global spaces reflects cultural influence that can no longer be ignored. JIN, known to have strategic understanding of BTS's role on the global stage, likely recognized this impact, and that is why his expression of pride was delivered with simplicity yet carried great meaning. Interestingly, JIN's reaction came not through a long interview or a formal press statement, but via a community social media post, very specifically directed to fans. This seems to underscore BTS's philosophy, staying connected with fans directly, without intermediaries, with sincerity and humility. Many fans view this as proof that even though BTS is currently not active as a full group, their sense of unity remains strong. Additionally, this moment has opened a new discussion about BTS's internal dynamics. Jungkook, as the magne, has shown remarkable growth in recent years, from a youthful idol to a global fashion symbol. Yet behind that major transformation, the role of the hyungs, including JIN, cannot be overlooked. The support, guidance, and trust JIN has provided since BTS's debut until now are believed to have played a significant part in shaping the Jungkook we see today. Fans are now asking, is JIN's statement a signal that he's ready to reunite the group's energy once his military service is complete? Is this sense of pride also encouragement for all members to not fear stepping onto broader individual paths while maintaining BTS identity? These questions continue to resonate, alongside the rising popularity of Jungkook's appearance and growing speculation about the group's future direction. South Korean media also highlighted this moment. Some outlets called JIN's comment highly symbolic because it indicates a form of internal BTS solidarity that is still active, even though the group is technically on hiatus. Some even referred to it as the emotional command from the eldest Hyung to his Magne, who is forging a global path. What's taking place behind the Calvin Klein stage and in JIN's brief message shows one indisputable truth. Despite being separated by distance and duty, the bond among BTS members remains alive and active. JIN's message is a reminder that BTS is not only about music or stage performances, but also about deep emotional connections, mutual trust, and pride for one another that transcend time and space. Jungkook may be making history in the fashion world, but JIN, from afar, remains an irreplaceable emotional pillar in the BTS ecosystem. With a single sentence of support, he not only reaffirms their solidarity, but also reminds the world that every major step taken by a BTS member is the result of strong bonds, mutual encouragement, and heartfelt love within the family called Bangtan Sonyeondan. Now, fans can only wait. Will JIN reappear again with another public show of support? Will he continue to monitor his members' steps and provide emotional reinforcement at each of their accomplishments? Or could this be an early sign of the real reconnection among members that will lead to a full group reactivation once all have completed their mandatory service? Whatever the answers may be, one thing is clear. When Jungkook walked the runways of Calvin Klein and JIN said, "I'm proud," the world knew that BTS, even without performing together, continues in harmony. A harmony built on respect, loyalty, and undiminished love, despite distance, time, and national duty. But amid the uproar surrounding Jungkook's Calvin Klein appearance and JIN's emotional response that spread swiftly across platforms, we must ask ourselves, how much of what we see and read truly reflects reality? Is JIN's "I'm proud" a genuine expression between members? Or is this part of a narrative constructed to attract public attention amid the torrent of digital content? We must recognize that the news and statements we consume come from diverse sources: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and various media portals. Although each platform claims real-time reporting, the accuracy and context of information shared are often in question. Did JIN post that message himself? Was it written directly by him, or crafted by a team managing his community account in his name? Why isn't there an official confirmation from the agency regarding the message? In the entertainment world, especially in an industry as vast as K-pop, narratives are not merely stories, they are tools. A seemingly simple statement can be constructed into an emotional symbol capable of influencing public opinion massively. So, as consumers of information, have we been careful enough in distinguishing between authentic communication and marketing strategies wrapped in emotional drama? Many fans responded with emotion. They posted thousands of comments expressing pride and feeling moved, believing that JIN and Jungkook's bond remains close despite military service. But let's question more deeply. Are they truly that harmonious behind the scenes? Or is this just an illusion formed by tightly curated narratives? Who controls the message that's spread to the public? Does JIN have full freedom to express his heart, or is it handled through internal HYB approval? Skepticism is not a form of hatred. On the contrary, in an era flooded with biased information and media overload, skepticism is our primary defense in preserving rational thought. When a piece of information is massively distributed and continuously reproduced on multiple platforms, people tend to accept it as fact. Yet collective perception formed doesn't necessarily reflect objective reality. Questions we must reflect upon together. Who benefits from this moment going viral? Jungkook certainly gains immense exposure from Calvin Klein, but JIN's involvement in this story strengthens the narrative of BTS's unity during their hiatus. Is this a coincidence, or a strategic move to maintain fans' enthusiasm for BTS as a whole? Is this meant to reinforce fanbase loyalty, or simply boost brand popularity through emotional ties among members? We also need to scrutinize how media shapes our perceptions. A short TikTok clip showing only a fragment of JIN's comment, dramatic narratives on YouTube, to lengthy analysis on Twitter forums. All of these may influence how we emotionally respond. But do we ever pause and ask, Who first disseminated this information? Is the source credible? Has JIN's statement been verified? And if not, why do we so readily trust it? As perceptive readers, it is important not to be swept away by emotional currents alone. Are we too quick to link JIN's emotions to Jungkook's performance without sufficient factual data? Do we crave sweet BTS narratives because they comfort us, even while actual reality may be more complex than we want to admit? We want to remind you that to this date, there has been no written official statement from the agency or from JIN himself providing detailed context for the message. All circulating interpretations remain speculative. Therefore, it is crucial to maintain a critical distance from circulating news, even if it aligns with our hopes or emotions as fans. This reflection is not meant to diminish the happiness or obscure the emotional meaning behind the seemingly beautiful interaction between Jungkook and JIN.